Today we're making chicken and gnocchi soup. This is supposedly an Olive Garden Copycat version, although to be absolutely truthful, I haven't had their soup, so I'm not entirely sure just how similar this soup is to theirs. I will say this, the soup is extremely delicious, I loved every bit of it, and will definitely be making it more in the future. To get started, we need 2 cups of cooked chicken. I have 2 chicken breasts, whether that's 2 cups or not, I'm gonna use all of it. Just discard any bits you don't want, then chop up your chicken into bite-sized pieces. If you'd rather not deal with raw chicken, a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store works well too. Just shred it and set it aside until it's needed. Using this nice big beautiful Dutch oven my mother gave me recently, we're gonna add in some olive oil and 2 pads of butter. I've got the stove on medium-high heat. Add the chicken in a single layer on the bottom of the pot. We're gonna season the top with a few sprinklings of black pepper and garlic salt. This is the garlic salt I'm using. We're gonna let our chicken cook, flipping it around every so often. This should only take about 5 minutes or so. Once the chicken looks ready, we're going to take it out so we can start sauteing our veggies. Speaking of veggies, we need half a cup of carrots, julienned. Now, I've never julienned anything, so I ran to Google. I love saying Google to see what the internet had to say. Basically, I want to turn my carrots into matchsticks. Oh boy. Obviously, these aren't perfect. They could stand to be a bit thinner and more uniform, but I'm not running a fancy restaurant here. Nobody in my house is going to mind. Next, we need 1 stick of celery, diced. Who uses 1 stick of celery in soup? I'm gonna go all out with 2 sticks. We also need 1 small yellow onion, also diced into small pieces. Oh, by the way, I will have an ingredients list towards the end of this video, so no need to write anything down. It's also posted with directions down in the description box below. To the same pot we cooked our chicken in, we're gonna add in 4 tablespoons of butter, with the stove on medium-high heat. Once the butter has mostly melted, add in all the veggies. We're gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes, stirring every so often. Okay, this looks really good. And while you weren't looking, I diced up 5 small garlic cloves. The recipe calls for only 2, but these were really small cloves. I mean really small cloves. We're gonna let the garlic cook for about a minute or so. The garlic is going to cook really quickly, so keep an eye on it. After about a minute, add in 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. This is what's going to make our soup nice and thick. We're going to stir it around until we don't see any more flour. It's going to take about a minute or 2 to cook the raw taste out of the flour, so don't add any liquids just yet. Okay, we're ready. The soup calls for 4 cups of chicken broth and 2 cups of half and half, but we don't want to add that all in right away. If we do, the chances are high we're going to break our roux. I added in 1 cup at a time, then stirred it in before adding in the next cup. Do this and your soup will thank you. If you're worried and think you might have messed up and your soup isn't thickening at all, you can take out half a cup of the warm liquid, add in 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, mix it in really good until there are no more lumps, and then just add it back to the pot. It'll take about a minute or 2, but the soup should start to thicken up. With that being said, assuming you won't have to actually do that, by the time we do add in our last cup of liquids, you might think the soup is way too thin. Don't worry, it just needs some time to come to a simmer. It is going to thicken up. Next goes in 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. I'm using a half teaspoon measure here, that's why you see me adding it in twice. Followed by half a teaspoon of ground mustard. Go ahead and mix that in. Add in the chicken we cooked earlier, or the shredded rotisserie chicken if you went that route. Next, add in a sprinkling of black pepper and a pinch or 2 of salt. Next, we need 16 ounces of gnocchi. This is the brand I'm using. It's a Walmart brand. This is a 17-ounce container. No point in not using the whole thing. 1 extra ounce isn't going to break this soup. We're going to add the gnocchi and let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Although the recipe does say to refer to the directions on the back of whatever gnocchi package you purchased, this one says they cook in under 2 minutes. That's fine. Now, normally I don't add in red pepper flakes to anything, but the recipe says it's only asking for a pinch, so I'm going to do it. Just this once. I want to see what it does for heat. Lastly, we need 1 cup of spinach. Now, I love spinach, so naturally I'm going to add in a little bit more than 1 cup. We're going to let this simmer until the spinach has wilted, which isn't going to take much time, and we're done. I've got to say, this is phenomenal. What a home run. It was so delicious. The red pepper flakes gave the soup a nice warmth, definitely not overpowering heat like I was worried about. The perfect amount of veggies, the chicken and the gnocchi were great. I loved every bit. Very delicious stuff. We'll make it again for sure. Here's that ingredients list I promised you. Also to note, if, just like me, you added in a bit more than the recommended amounts of chicken, gnocchi, or even veggies, and you're worried about not having enough liquids in your soup, you can always add in more chicken broth or half and half to level the playing field a bit. There is also a crock-pot method for the soup. Details for that are listed in the description box as well if you're interested. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out, and I'll see you all in the next video.